I take my socks off.
Ew,
Oh man, welcome to Save Room Cast, episode.
I don't even fucking know anymore.
5, 6. I don't know. You'll see it in the thumbnail. I don't remember what it is.
I don't know.
Earlier we were at Kroger, and there was a little Trump debate going on in the line. God, yeah, it was like in the other line. We weren't in that line. It was like the one right next to us. She's like pointing and flicking her finger at him, and she's like right up in this other guy's face. And I thought they were together, and they weren't. She was just so fucking close to that guy. She was like right as close as I am to this microphone right now.
Well,
She was like, Trump is our savior. You don't know anything. The Bible says, verse 20, blah, 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 blah. You should know. And he was like, yo, he's a gangster like me. So he said that. He was like, I don't trust him because he's a gangster like me. And I was like,
right.
okay. You guys, no one's going to change anybody's opinion. No one is going to change anybody's opinion in a supermarket line.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he's the savior? Shit. 2020.
Wait, what'd you say? Let me write that verse down real quick.
Oh my god, that's so true.
Wow. Oh my god, it actually right here, Revelations 21:20, it says Trump is our Lord and Savior. It looks like this was done with whiteout and pen, but I believe it.
The next picture is just like Trump.
Yeah, it's like his
Crown of thorns.
Yeah, it's like his face is all cut out, put over Jesus's face. It's like taken from like Time magazine. Like, yeah, see, I told you.
Oh shit, you're right.
Oh shit, thanks for enlightening me. I really appreciate all that.
Pray to Trump.
God.
No, thank you.
Oh god. Drew, have you been?
I've been.
No, don't yawn and answer that question. I had a lady on the phone the other day that called my work, and I answered the phone, and I was like, hey, thank you for calling blank blank. This is Ron. And how may I help you? And she was like, that's fucking rude. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm 7 hours into a 9-hour shift. I'm tired. She was like, that's fucking rude. You don't need to be yawning. I was like,
You can't do
okay,
anything besides
excuse me.
answer the phone.
I almost hung up. She ended up being okay at the end. She was like, okay, you have a nice day. I was like, oh, thank you. Click. No, but really, how are you? You okay?
Mm-hmm. Tired. Cause I've been staying up late for like a month.
Really? Why?
Well, just doing stuff around the house and stuff like that. Like this whole week, I haven't went to sleep like earlier than like midnight to 2. Like
Jeez.
Yeah, like
You haven't been to bed earlier than midnight or 2?
Mm-mm.
God. Are you just trying to like fix up the new house? Which it looks really nice, by the way.
Ugh, not at all.
It does. I think it looks good.
There's still so much to do.
See, look how tired he is. Yawning with that full mouth open. Do you ever feel awkward when you like cross your eyes with another person who's yawning? Like you're like looking around the room and someone's yawning and they're like, oh. Close that mouth real quick. Yeah,
I got a big mouth.
Yeah, it always feels really awkward. I'll like be sitting down at my desk and I'll look around and I'll see somebody like off in the distance like, and they'll like stop and stare at me for a second with that mouth wide open.
They just leave their mouth wide open and walk
They
away.
just leave it open, stick their tongue out a little, and walk away.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
That's fucking gross.
How are you, Ronald?
Terrible. Everything's terrible. I'm gonna go off. The next 45 minutes is why life is terrible. Why
Okay,
you
go
shouldn't
on.
enjoy it. No, I'm okay. It's not bad.
You should enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life. No, it's been okay. It's been weird, but it's okay. It's just you and me now, baby. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Did
Yeah.
you wanna?
I mean,
Oh.
it's just me and Drew now. This will be the one podcast we'll talk about it, but It's just me and Drew now.
Hi, bitch.
Hi. Yeah, it's just me and Drew. Luke is taking a leave. It's pretty mutual. We won't get into the bits, the heavy bits, but it's just me and Drew now. We just try to run it by ourselves. I remember we talked a little while ago about live action and how we wanted to do new skits and like new format and stuff, which we're still working on and we're not giving up on. It was tough during the summer because we had a big break, if y'all haven't noticed. In the summer, we just kind of took a break from everything, and now we're just kind of trying to get back in the swing of things. During the break, we had our break where, Luke kind of split from us. Also, I had a commission that I was working on. I was getting paid for, so I kind of focused like my creative energy from this to that, just because it was paying me.
Get that money.
Get that bank. So a lot of my free time was just going into the creative ideas of that and trying to turn that over. In the meantime, I was also trying to paint some more because this semester I have an advanced painting class that's very fast paced. And it's advanced, so it's like they want us to do something every 2 weeks, like a new project every 2 weeks, which is fucking hard. So it's like a full-blown, like 4 foot by 3 foot painting or something, and like they really want us to bank that out in like 2 weeks, which is really hard. Just from what I've seen around the room, though, it doesn't look like anyone's really doing that, but we'll see. What I saw was someone who started something and completely painted over it with blue paint. I was like, oh God, okay, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm pretty nervous to see like how people are gonna start performing, but and how they hold me to whatever standard. But I have 3 classes this semester instead of 2, which seems like kind of like a lot to me. But I'm just trying to budget my time too, because I don't want to be stuck at school all day and then also be like doing homework all day. Because now I have an art history class that has like it's like my 3rd art history class, and it's like a lot of studying. He was like, you're never gonna make it through this class if you don't study. You'll never make it through this class if you don't spend like 3 hours or whatever for every hour or whatever, which I haven't done any.
Oh God.
He's just showing us pictures and moving on, and then he just wants us to look at like the online course part, which just sucks. Like, who wants to spend their day like studying? It's just a waste, because you're only doing it for a grade. You're not doing it for some. And he even said like, this is short-term memory stuff. Like, you're not gonna need this stuff later. But like, why would you want to be a teacher that does that kind of thing? I don't know. I wouldn't want to be a teacher that's like short-term. Like, I think any of this information is just gonna be useless in a few years.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. It's a photography art history class, so it's not like. Which is okay, but he hasn't talked about like any history in any of the pictures he's covered. He's just showing us pictures, telling us the name, the year, and like what type of photo it was. Like, so if it's like a daguerreotype, which is like they do on like metal plating, that's all it's really said about it. There's no history to it. So like, oh, this picture was taken about. Yeah, I know, it doesn't really. It feels very weird. So it's a very weird class, compared to like the High Renaissance class I had a couple semesters ago, and I was like, oh, okay. So like they're gonna go into great detail about this, but then he really doesn't.
History.
Yeah, history with little quotation marks around it. Yeah.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, I thought I would like it. Dude, it's not that I don't really like it, but I understand it because I did.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. It could be a high-level High Renaissance class, which is supposed to be nightmarish. So I'll take my blessings, because I did film photography a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago. But it was not easy, but it was a fun class. But he's really covering a lot of that stuff. So like he'll cover like maybe a photo or like a certain type of camera or a certain type of process, and I already know about it because of that class.
Oh.
Because like she always gave us like little history lessons before we did like a project or something, and or whatever. So that I know a little bit already, but I don't know fucking dates and names and stuff. That's like gonna be like really heavy to cover. So yeah, we took a little break and we're like dealing with all this jumbling around stuff. Drew is moving into a new house and still dealing with that, and the microphone just hit him in the face.
Oh God, get off me, you. Help.
We are just kind of bombarded, so like a podcast is like all we can really pop out right now.
Yeah, we got shit to do.
Yeah, it's really tough.
That's
I mean,
actually important.
yeah, I mean, I still consider this very important. It's just right now because nothing's really coming out of it, and we busted our asses for like 6 months on it, and nothing's come out of it so far. Not that we're like giving up or that we should expect anything super quickly because of algorithms and whatnot and our own personal comedy, but we just need to, I don't know, take a mental break. And I was doing a lot of editing. I do all the editing for the channel, and it's hard. I have a marriage, I have a dog, I have a roommate, I have school, I have full-time work, and I have friends I have to try to see at the same time. So it's not like we could just hire people to do editing for us, which would be nice. And I had an offer a couple months ago, but they wanted $100 per video, which is insane.
What?
And I was like, dude, like, I can do it. I can do any video in less than an hour. I'm like, I think that's what it was. It was an hour, and then he was just saying like, as long as it takes him, as long as it's like it's $100 per hour, as long as it takes him. And I was like, but then how do you know what I think is funny? He's like, you don't. I'll send you the footage, and then you send it back to me, and then like I'll do some more editing. I'm like, no, what? But then that racks up huge chunks of money. You can take as much time as you want on it. How are you gonna log the actual
Send you
hours?
stupid shit on purpose.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, $300 for one fucking video that's like kind of funny. Like, I know what I think is funny. And like, when we were doing the gameplay stuff, it's just like a matter of like cutting things down and into like an appropriate time and making things like timing right and like cutting out bullshit conversations or whatever when we were doing the gameplay stuff.
Yeah.
And now that we could record in post, and now we've changed our setup a little bit. I don't need anybody. If anything, I just need help storyboarding and like figuring out exactly like how we want to go about the process. But other than that, no, that's so much money, especially for someone my age and someone his age. Like, he works with me. Like, that's so much money. It's so crazy. I mean, I respect that he like offered, and that's kind and stuff, but like
$100.
$100 an hour.
At minimum.
At minimum is what it would be. And like, I get that, like, when I charge for a painting, I charge a flat fee and I charge you half up front. It's like, I know how long that's going to take me. I mean, I guess video editing might be different, but you have to also consider I'm 25 years old. We just started a channel. Like, where do you think the money's coming from? We work at the same place. We both know I can't afford that. Like, especially and I was saying like, well, like our format at the moment was like 3 videos a week. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? You think what do you think? Half my paycheck's going to go to you? I'm like, no way. That's like my weekly paycheck almost. I'm like, no, how would I afford rent if I was like going to hire you on? This seems crazy. You better change your prices. That was crazy. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Maybe not for someone. It's probably not bad for someone
who actually makes
like Game Grumps or something. Yes. Like if you're paying me $100 a video, like, oh fuck yeah, I'll bust out some videos, bro, or $100 per hour or whatever. That seems pretty good. I really don't think that's the price that they do, because that seems pretty fucking absurd. $100 an hour for like, if I hired you on to do video editing, do you really think that's a fair price? That's so much.
Depends on the channel, like
so much.
What they rake in.
Yeah,
like people with a bunch of subscribers, like PewDiePie, that's probably nothing to him.
Yeah. To PewDiePie,
yeah.
I don't even think Game Grumps makes nearly that much. Then they have a staff. They have a full staff. You think anyone in the entire office does $100 per video? Probably fucking not. I really doubt that. I don't
know how much they make
per
video. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? And they got to divide it up between the office. It's not going to just be between 2 people.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like,
I don't know. That seems like a lot. I don't know. You got an album recommendation? Do you have like, what's like the album that you've been listening to a lot lately?
Let me look at my Apple Music right now. Lately, well, Lana's kind of sucks. Her
Did she have a new album?
Norman fucking Rockwell came out. Yeah.
It's
Friday.
called Norman fucking Rockwell.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Released Friday on his birthday.
What? Why?
Yeah, it's got the song with like Venice Bitch and stuff like that.
What the? You didn't like the new one?
No. Compared to like Lust for Life, which was so high quality.
Yeah, that was good.
And stuff like that. Like this one's probably my least favorite of hers ever.
Wow, really? That's a weird album cover too.
Yeah. Like, let's see. Fuck It, I Love You is good. Cinnamon Girl is alright, but it's so repetitive. So is California and How to Disappear. And then Happiness is a Butterfly. Those are like the three I like out of that. It's just kind of, I don't know.
Damn. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't look like
It's really slow, and not like slow to like where I like, because Ultraviolence is a slow album,
Yeah.
and I love it. It's my favorite, but
It's
this
like
one's just,
drags.
yeah, it's just to go from Lust for Life to this. It's, I don't know. It's weird.
Huh. It's kind of how I felt about when we talked about Marina. It was like some bops, and then it went to like really like slow, different. But in fairness, I went back and listened to Marina recently in my new car with like the new stereo setup, and it sounds so much better. It's like way more tolerable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it
It's-
sounds good. But
It
it's
sounds
just,
good. It's just not.
It's just generic lyrically.
Yeah, lyrically, it's very generic, and it makes me feel very like. I only want to listen to it when I'm driving home in the rain or something, like, or driving home like at night. I could not listen to it when I was just like, if I'm driving to your house in the daytime, like I couldn't do it. Like it's just so slow, and I don't know, boring, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I still like. I needed to give the album a second chance. There's no way I would have been able to do it again. Like I thought that I couldn't listen to it again, and then I was like, oh well, I don't have it in a new car, and it does sound way better, but it still doesn't really change my mind about the place, like where it's like, oh, this is the best album.
Did you see like her post about I'm Not Hungry Anymore?
Yeah, and she was gonna
try and release it.
Yeah, she was gonna try to release it on Spotify and stuff, and then she was going to play it at the show.
It's gonna be in the shows now.
Yeah, that's only in like 2 weeks too.
I know. Well, really?
Yeah, it's in September, right? It's like September 24th. It's real soon.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, we got a Marina show to go to.
And a Charlie one.
And Charlie the same week. Oh, Charlie's going to be so good. And that's like, her album releases in like 20 days or something. So it's going to be like right when the album launches is when we're going to be seeing her. Oh, it's going to be so awesome. I'm way more excited for Charlie's concert. She's been posting her like concert videos on Instagram, and they look fucking crazy. It just looks so fun. Where was the concert?
She's at House of Blues.
Ooh, that was where the Architects show was too, and that was really fucking sweet. So that'd be a good venue for it. I was just hoping it wouldn't be at like the Dada or something, which would be cool because it's little, but it wouldn't give her the stage presence that she needs. She needs like a fucking fucking huge lights and stuff, and she needs to run around a little bit.
Yeah, that's on. Yeah, September 25th, and the album drops the 13th.
Yeah, it's gonna be fresh, baby. Get those super bobs. Oh. I've been really addicted to listening to Gone
is
and
really
Miss
good.
You. Gone kills. God, if I can recommend like one song at the moment, it's Gone by Charlie XCX. Man, that song slaps. Oh, it slaps. Oh yeah. Oh.
I guess I should probably listen to Christine some more, like her new album that came out last year.
Yeah, I don't know if she's
French.
touring with Charlie, but she was
at that.
She was in one of the videos recently when she played Gone. She popped up. I was like, oh, so cool.
Yeah, Tommy Genesis is the one that's
Ow, fuck.
doing with Charlie.
Tommy Genesis. Is that a girl or a dude?
Girl, like this is. I listened to it the other day. This is.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's Tommy.
Drew, you can't just have porn on the.
Yeah, it's Tommy.
Huh,
She's
that
actually
sounds fun.
terrible live.
Really? No, really?
Yeah.
Is she just gonna moan on the stage anyways?
No, she's she's just like a bunch of backtrack.
Really?
Like, I mean, Charlie's the same way, but
Yeah, true. Charlie just runs around and kind of yells.
yeah.
But
But
it'd
yeah,
be
it's
cool
like
to
all
see.
hers is.
You just got regulars tickets, right? It wasn't like VIP.
No, they didn't have anything for that. I was gonna
Fucking,
do balcony, but
I'd rather be on like up close though.
twerk. Yeah.
Yeah, we could twerk.
Yeah, you gotta practice your twerk.
I'm working on it. It's all in the hips. Someone told me it's all in the hips. I never even tried legitimately until recently. And I've been twerking a lot. Like I'll run into like the back of our department and I'll fucking like go back there and I'll just start twerking and then I'll leave. They'll be working on like shit in the back and I'm like, yo, what's up, y'all? And I'll just start twerking and I'll leave. I'm just trying to get better at it. I need an audience. Rate my twerk.
To rate your twerk.
RateMyTwerk.com. Like rate
Yeah.
my professor.
Rate my twerk.
One of my teachers, when back in the beginning of college, I went on Rate My Professor, and that was one of they have like a rating. It's like 1 to 5 on like everything, and so it's like organization, like kindness, and then something else. Another thing was like
Twerking skills.
no. It was just like how easily represented he was, or his subject matter was, or whatever. And then, or her, and on the side, there's a hotness level,
What?
and that's how like that one of my teachers had a really high hotness level. And I didn't go and Rate My Professor until after. Like I already signed up for the class, and someone told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, neat! That's like a college thing you can do." So I looked up and I like went through all my teachers, and the dude I had from like my drawing class had a 5 in every category, and it had a hotness rating of the highest category. It was like 5, and then like it has like a big chili pepper, and I was like, "What?"
He's got a big chili pepper.
And I saw him, and he's a good looking dude. He looks no bullshit. He looks like me. Like I'm not saying he looks like me now. I didn't look like that then. I didn't have the beard. I don't even remember if I had the goatee. I had like really long hair, but like now he has like short, like parted hair, like I guess like kind of like me, and then he has like, but he's a big beard. And he's only like
That's why.
5. He's like 5'6" or 5'8". He's pretty short, but he's like young and jacked and like has a big beard. He has like big round glasses, I guess, and like he. Yeah, quit licking your lips. Mr. Battle. Yeah. He was a really nice guy. I was going to ask him, well, I did ask him back when, because I had his class like 3 or 4 times and we got real close.
How close?
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I was waiting for that's why I was waiting for that pause. And we were talking about him doing the vows for my wedding. Or not the vows, but like the wedding.
That was him?
Yeah, that was him. Yeah.
Damn.
He didn't do it, but like we ended up not getting together for like, or we ended up not getting, me and Katie didn't get married for like 3 years after that class. So it just seemed weird. Like he was going to do all like the certifications and stuff, but then like it would have been weird to go back after not seeing after 2 years and being like, hey, so that wedding though. Like you want to,
Who are you?
yeah, exactly. So it just seemed kind of weird. And I didn't know, but he was like married. His ex-wife was my painting teacher, and I didn't know that. And so like I would talk about him all the time, and she was kind of rolling her eyes and stuff, but I didn't realize that was his ex-wife. So it was kind of weird.
Yeah, he slaps me. He's not that great.
Yeah, he used to beat me. So good luck on your test. Sir.
God.
You know what's one thing that people don't do anymore? People don't rollerblade anymore.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw someone rollerblade? Exactly. Yeah.
When I was at Sonic.
That doesn't count.
The people don't rollerblade. Clearly they do at Sonic.
Did they get paid extra for rollerblading?
No, I think it's just like a fun perk of working at Sonic.
Man, I'd fucking run into somebody's car so fast. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Ah!
just fucking fly over their hood. Your ocean water goes all over their
Yeah.
windshields.
Oh. Hey, and then you like knock on the back sliding door of the truck. It's like, here's your fries. I think I'll get you another limeade. I couldn't. And they had it's the 4-wheel ones too. It's not the inline ones. They're not inline. They're the fucking.
Oh, those are the easy ones.
Yeah, but like the clockers, they're like, click, 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 hey, oh, and it's like, like the parking lot's not always. It's like kind of dipped.
Yeah.
And like the Sonic is usually kind of risen up. Man, you'd be sliding down.
Yeah,
Hi, thank you for coming. Oh no, wait, hold on. I don't know.
Roll up your window, please.
Or like someone's door is open and just fucking flip over. Yeah, dude. No one rollerblades anymore. For that matter, like Skate Town over in like Grapevine, no one's there anymore. Those places have got to be like dead now.
Yeah, there used to be one. It was called Stardust in Azle.
Yep, and kids broke into it and stuff.
Yeah, but it was a nice roller rink.
Yeah,
and
people don't.
I went there quite a bit, but now it closed down like 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. See, no one does it. There's the Skadium in Arlington, and that was real big. I remember I hung out there a lot in high school, like early high school, and it was cool, but it got really overrun. Like there were like way too many rowdy kids. Like those kids got out of control. Like at one point I was like skating to go put my go to my locker, I guess, and these kids were like, what like a clothesline is? Like they were on each side of me. They linked their arms together and tried clotheslining me. So I ducked underneath them.
Red Rover, let Ronnie come over.
Fall over, and they would have clotheslined me. I would have fallen over. Dick ass boys.
Can you kick him in the face with the fucking wheel?
I definitely would have fallen. I was already like doing that shit where you're like trying to like keep your arms out and you're like, yeah, that was me, and they're trying to like fucking clothesline me. No one does that. You would think that stadium's probably empty by now, but maybe not. But that's like the only rollerblading place I can think of that's like big. They have Skate Town, but it's totally empty.
Our whole group needs to go rollerblade skating.
That might be fun, but like I said, it's like totally overrun with like wild ass kids.
I want to see if there's a skating rink.
And they always play the same music. It's like burn damn burn damn burn damn burn damn burn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's always like those songs, like from like Radio Disney or whatever. And it's like
it's definitely like a kid thing. But
what's that one song? It's like a little bit of Karen in my life.
Oh, Mambo number 5.
Yeah, that they always play that. Always.
Yeah, they open from 2 to 6, and then 8:30 to 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Damn, let's get fucking.
They're trying to squeeze in the last like little bit of possibility that someone's gonna come in at midnight to rollerblade.
There's a Groupon deal for $19. Originally $45.
What? For how many people?
Oh my god. Okay.
What? You're just renting shoes and running. You do all the work. They literally just sit there, have the rink open, and you just skate around.
Oh, okay. It's a mission and skate rental for 4 with 4 large drinks for $18.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Okay. I was about to say, you guys are fucking out of your mind if you think I'm going to work for my fun and also pay $40 a person. Fuck that. Granted, we do that at cons, and I have a hair in my mouth. When you go to like a con, it's like $40 a day, and really all you're paying for is to walk around and pay for other shit. Because it's like you go to like the dealer's room and it's like full of like all this awesome shit, but it's just like $40 to access the viewing of those things.
It's 9 minutes from here.
What is this?
We're going next time.
Where is this?
Right in Grand Prairie somewhere. I think it's like right off like by Kroger area maybe. I don't know.
Great Southwest. Oh, I know where this place is. Yeah, it's right next to this bowling alley, but I've never seen that roller world place open.
It's open.
Huh.
Yeah, they only open like 2. They're not like a morning thing.
They're open at 2 p.m.
Yeah, that's when they opened today.
Huh. Well, it's also Wait, is today Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday.
Closed Monday and they're closed Wednesdays.
Was there ever like a TV show that you were growing up with as a kid that you were like embarrassed that you watched, but then now like you didn't tell anybody that you were watching, but you were definitely watching that shit?
Probably Hannah Montana.
Like iCarly and Hannah Montana?
Hey, don't hate on iCarly. That shit was good.
Okay, sorry.
Ahead of its time, but Hannah Montana, that shit sucked, and I loved it.
Hannah Montana. I don't know if I really watched that. I think I thought her voice was annoying because she was like,
"Hi guys, I'm on the stars."
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Hannah Montana.
I'm Hannah Montana. And do you watching Disney Channel?
Boink.
Yeah, and she pokes Billy Ray Cyrus's dick with that little wand.
Boink. We're from Texas.
Dink. Baby. Yeah, that show was. I didn't watch it. I thought her friend, the kid.
No, her friend was, what's her face, blonde hair. She was annoying.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone in that show was like likable, so I just didn't watch it. There was like some annoying background kid too. He had like buck teeth or whatever. He's like, "Arr!" He had like curly, like wavy hair. I know. I watched Zack and
Maybe her
Cody though.
brother.
I did watch like every Zack and Cody though.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, that was like. I felt like all the kid live action shows were kind of embarrassing to watch though. I felt like if you watch cartoons, it was kind of understandable. If you watch like a cartoony live action show, it was kind of embarrassing.
Wizards of Waverly Place was pretty good too.
I didn't watch that.
I watched that.
That probably came out like right when I stopped watching kids shows because I like moved over to MTV and like Comedy Central and stuff, and I stopped
Bitch,
watching.
you're not that much older.
No, I know, but I just stopped watching. No, like because all my friends that were watching, so
You're
like
making it seem like I watched a show
No.
until I was like 18.
no, but my friend's sister did watch Disney until she was like, oh, dude, she watched Disney until she was like 20. Like Disney Channel movies. She was excited for them coming out on Fridays and shit.
I love Luck of the Irish.
Dude, she was watching like, she was like head deep into like neck deep into like
Head deep.
head like penis head
Fucking
deep. she every time I would come over to the house like to hang out with my friend Zach, she would be sitting on the couch like watching like Disney Channel at like 20. I'm like, what are you doing? You're still watching Disney Channel? Like, I know what I mean. Like when I stopped watching Disney Channel and like I still watch a little bit of Cartoon Network, but very little.
Yeah, it's kind of shit.
Because I started my dad got like good satellite, and I also got a TV. Like when I was like, I don't know, like 12, maybe even like 11. Because once we moved in the new house, I was probably like 11 or something. My parents were like never fucking around, but I spent a lot of time with my dad's. I would watch like Robin Big and like stuff like
Yeah, that's
that.
good.
And I didn't
Silent
watch
Library.
Silent. Oh, dude, I was gonna watch that recently. Just go to like on YouTube and just watch all those Silent Library stuff because that's so fucking
I actually
funny.
did the other day, and it's actually stupid as fuck.
Is it really? Like, not? It's not funny.
No, it's not like what it used to be. At all.
What, really?
Mhm.
Oh, is there a new Silent Library? Or
No,
oh,
there's
okay.
not. It's just going back and watching it.
It's not as funny.
No.
Oh, damn. They don't put like slippy sounds over it. Like they don't do that, do they?
I don't think so.
I think it's just straight up
The one I-
silence where they're just trying not to like laugh real hard when they do something.
Yeah, the one I watched was like a team of girls, and they fell like miserably on everything.
Wow, really? I remember watching like they would do like whipped cream stuff and like they had to accomplish these fucking crazy like contraption challenges and then like to make money or whatever it was. It was funny as shit though. I thought it was funny. But that's what I gave up like a bunch of like cartoon stuff because like I don't know. I didn't watch it at my dad's because I had access to other stuff, and I would live more with my brother. And my brother watched a lot of Robin Big and like Viva La Bam and stuff like that. And so I was watching that kind of stuff instead. And I got really into skateboarding at like 11. So like,
Yeah,
kinda-
Bam was good. So was Jackass. I watched a lot of Jackass.
oh yeah, there was a lot of Jackass, like the TV show on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time watching. And then like, wasn't Blind Date?
Oh,
What was the one where they went on dates? They like.
well, I always watched like Room Raiders. That
They
was a
had
good
Room
one.
Raider. Oh, that was fun because
And
they
then-
would like see some weird shit in their house.
And then the bus one. What was that one?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the bus one where the guy would come off and he'd be like, "Yo, I'm Chad," and then it would like pull over to the side and it would be like, "Fuckhead, wear snapbacks, wear sunglasses inside, hobbies." Jerking off in the corner. It was like, and then he would like go up to the girl and he'd be like, "Yo, what's up, girl? My name is Chad. I graduated from MIT. I'm trying to get a degree in pussy." And the girls were like, "Okay, let's go on a picnic together." Yeah. And it would be like some dumb shit, and they would like, talk and stuff, and she'd be like, "Oh, this guy's whack." Boing. What was that called? It wasn't Blind Date. It was like.
I'll keep on thinking like Bait Bus.
Bang Bus?
No, Bait Bus. Definitely not that.
Oh god, the Bang Bros. What is that show called?
I'm trying to find it.
We're gonna cut out this, and it'll just sound like we knew exactly what we were talking about.
There's Date My Mom. I forgot about that one.
Date My Mom?
Yeah, young guys would go out with like moms and shit. Yeah. And Parental Control. That was a good one.
What was that? Where they had to go through the parents?
Yeah.
The mom was.
The mom and dad would always like pick out their dates and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and they'd be fucking losers. Next.
Yeah.
That was it. Next, and they'd be like, yeah. Dude, there was a bunch of times. There were a fucking bunch of times the girl would be on the side of the bus waiting for the guy, and the guy would come out and she'd go, next. And he wouldn't even make it, like, he wouldn't even get to say anything. He'd come out and be like, "Yo, I'm next," and the guy would just fucking dip.
Here we go. I'm watching this 50-second.
That's...
I'm Candy. Nice to meet you. Well, here's the deal. I love to rap, and today we're going to test your skills. Okay, I love to rap too. Are you up for the challenge? Definitely. All right, let's go. For sure.
This is a bad way to, like, introduce... Oh, yeah, next.
That was real hot, but you are the first guy off the bus, so it has to be somebody better. Next.
Oh, God.
It's All Stars, baby. Sorry.
It's All Stars, baby.
Boy, sure took slow, but Mama's greedy, so I told him where to go. Next. I want my hug back.
It just cuts after that. I want my hug back.
Next.
Damn, that's what I'm saying. Like, they were harsh.
Brutal,
Yeah. I don't think you know what they do now, though? They have a show where it's like, I think it's called Naked Dating or something like that. So they both have to be butt-ass naked. And they're like, obviously they'll blur it, which seems so weird that that's what it's come to. But butt-ass, they're butt naked. It's like on MTV or something, or VH1, and they like...
Hey, I'm a grower.
It just comes out, the guy just walks up and he's like, "Hey, I'm Charles and I'm a grower." And they're like,
"Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense."
Like
okay,
you're belly button.
Yeah. It's like an Audi belly button. Yeah. I promise it gets bigger. Okay, well, we're gonna go to the Ice Palace to look around. Oh, fuck.
It's gonna get even smaller.
He just quits. He just gets back in the car.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit down. God.
It's kind of a cool way to date, though, because it's like
all your insecurities are like,
all your insecurities are already out, and you get to see like what you work for anyways. So all the stuff that you work for in the end anyways, it's like, oh, cool, there it is. It's like, you don't have to worry about
it. I'm not a grower. Oh.
Oh, it's just super little all the time.
Yeah, I'm actually really hard right now.
Oh. It's okay. I have a butt penis. And she turns around. And instead of a tail, like, it's like a little penis on her tailbone.
It's just like a fucking...
Yeah, sometimes I just...
like an Eeyore.
Aww. I'm sure those are somehow successful. I don't know if those... The Bachelor's fake, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
It's like... It's gotta just be like, we get together, try to convince him to not sign a prenup, and then break up with him.
pretty much.
Probably.
Like, did you ever see like on Tumblr of the girl like pretending to be Australian?
Yes. Yeah, I didn't really hear about the story, but I remember that was like a rumor that was going around.
Yeah, like as soon as she walks up to meet him and she's like, "Hi, I'm from Australia," and she's like doing the accent and stuff, and he's like, "Oh wow, I really like accents," and she's like, "Yeah, I figured you would," and then she walks away and it like shows her up in like the confession room, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not really Australian, but you got to stand out somehow."
Oh my gosh. I wonder if she was just like at home and like watching Australian videos, watching like Crocodile Dundee, watching Kangaroo Jack, and she was like, Australia. Oh, I'm gonna get this. And then she just works her ass off for the accent just to get some D
Let's see.
and some love, you know.
Ugh, it's not the full video. Oh well, I can't find it.
Oh, that was it.
But yeah, funny.
Damn. Wait, what would... Okay, so last question before we kind of wrap it up. If you had like a dating show and it was like next, what would be like the thing that you would like test them with? Like when they come off the bus and you have like the little challenge, you get like 1 or 2 challenges. Like what would they be? Because hers was like rapping or whatever it was, and that was pretty rough. That's not easy to do.
No, I'd fucking suck at that.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem like a fair thing to challenge somebody on.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like I couldn't rap. Be like, let me eat your booty. Come and give it to me. Come and let my dookie get in your
Coochie.
coochie. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna next myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna next myself. Wait, no, I like that.
That was
Come
actually
back.
the best one.
What, really? Yeah, you had like 4 bars. Like,
Psych. Next.
next, you said booty. I'm a boobs girl. Okay.
I don't have a butt. She turns around and it's like a fucking crescent moon.
Yeah, it's just like completely flat, and like the camera zooms in on it, and it's like dun, dun, dun. The pockets are just falling off. Yeah, you see the crack. You can see the crack because her pants are always falling down. Most girls don't need to wear belts, but I do. I don't have a butt. What would be your challenge?
I don't know. It's a tough one.
Like, what do you? Because you're single. What do you rate? Like, what's a big thing you rate somebody on when you first meet them? Ooh. And
Ooh, we're gonna cut this.
no, we're not.
No, I don't know really. It's not really like a test. It's just.
No, it's not like a test. It shouldn't be, but like.
Well, no, I'm just saying like it's hard for me to like think of something for someone
Like.
to do, because it's usually just like how we connect. It's
Yeah,
not like
right.
the thing I'm looking for.
Which seems,
specifically.
which the dating like show seems kind of unfair at that point, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're giving them
If you
challenges.
can't climb this
somebody.
rock wall in 20 seconds, you get nexted.
Because I'm a rock climber this week. I only started recently.
Yeah, I started yesterday just so I can do this challenge. 'cause
Yeah, I
couldn't
just
think of
got my
something.
Summit, my membership to Summit. I've only been twice, both were the trial phases. I haven't been since I got my membership. What's today? It's the 2nd of August? Oh my god, I haven't been since like November of last year. Oh, I've been paying every month. And then the guy's just like, next? And she leaves and a new girl comes up. Oh, sweet, it changes. Flips over.
Yeah, I don't know, like
I don't
if
know.
there's something for someone to actually like compete to do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like beat me at Tomb Raider.
Yeah, beat me at the first level of Tomb Raider. If you can get like anywhere near the 30-second run, I can do it with the first level. It's like, that's not. I don't know.
No, I don't know. Like,
Be like, how well you can hold up a conversation. Like it would. I feel like it's pretty simple. Go on a dinner date and just talk the whole time. If you look at your phone more than 3 times, it's game over. Stop looking at your phone the whole time. Or
if you own a cell phone, it's game over. Next.
I would have TVs. Okay, so what I would do, I would have what would look like a normal dinner date, but then I would have like distracting catalysts. So I would have like a TV in the background, like 1 or 2 of those,
Pretty good.
and it would be like stupid shit on the TV, so like it makes them want to look at the TV, and it would have like one of those eye reader things, and like if they stare at the TV longer than like a minute, then it then it's just gonna show next on the TV. It'll just be like next. It'll be like bye.
Oh my god.
Because that happens so much. Like when you go on dates, or like even with Kaylee, my wife, she'll pull up her phone a lot, or she'll like if we go to a movie, Cheesecake Factory, a lot of times there's TVs like over by the bar, and she'll look at the bar. So we have to like sometimes like we don't have to switch seats, but like I almost want to, because it's like, oh, you just distract yourself so much with like the TV or like a phone or whatever, just trying to disconnect.
That propaganda.
I think that's what I would do. That would be my challenge. And at the end, like, if you fucking suck balls at kissing, I guess.
Yeah.
But that would be it.
Damn, you didn't look at the TV one time, but you don't have lips.
You don't have lips, and it looks back at her, and so it's like, yeah, I can't believe I didn't notice that before. Next, I'm really
Because I was
sorry.
watching TV.
Probably because I was watching TV the whole time. The UFC's on in the background. What am I supposed to do? Not watch Pacquiao? Are you serious? Okay. Well, I love you.
I love you too.
And I love you, the viewer.
Ugh, tickled.
Yeah. You said and I said Alright guys, try not to fuck your belly buttons.
Do it. Don't make it pussy.